Am I drinking too much alcohol? A guide to alcohol units. There is no completely safe level of drinking, but you are at lower risk of harm if you drink less than 14 units a week. With so many different drinks and glass sizes, from shots to pints, not to mention bottles, it's easy to get confused about how many units are in your drink. A single shot of a spirit is usually measured as 1 unit of alcohol, whilst a pint of 4% strength lager measures just over 2 units of alcohol. A 250ml glass of 12% wine equals 3 units. If you want to stick to 14 units and under in a week, that would be no more than 6 pints of 4% beer, lager or cider, which measures just under 14 units, or 3 pints a week if you drink stronger beer, lager or cider of 8% strength. 1 bottle of 12% wine is 9 units. A second bottle that week would tip you over the recommendation to 18 units. If you drink spirits, 7 double shot measures a week amounts to 14 units. If you are drinking as much as 14 units a week, spread this out evenly over 3 or more days. A useful way to cut down your alcohol consumption and reduce risk can be to have days when you don't drink alcohol at all. Any more than the weekly recommendation increases your lifetime risk of developing a serious health condition. Drinking risk levels are low, increasing risk, and higher risk. Some people develop alcohol-dependent patterns of drinking, most of whom are in the higher risk category. Increasing risk drinking means drinking 15 to 35 units a week for women and 15 to 50 units a week for men. You may be drinking at a level that could put your health at risk. A few small changes could make all the difference. Higher risk drinking means drinking more than 35 units a week for women and more than 50 units a week for men. It is likely to affect your health or well-being in some way already, and other people might be concerned about your drinking habits. If you are dependent on alcohol, your drinking may have become quite problematic. You may have become psychologically or physically dependent on it. If you're worried about your drinking, then a good first step is to see your GP. They may use a screening test where they ask you a range of questions about your drinking. This is designed to help identify your level of alcohol risk. If you screen as being at increasing or higher risk, your GP should provide advice to help you consider the benefits of cutting down and a strategy for doing so. If you screen as possibly dependent on alcohol, most GPs will refer you to a community specialist alcohol service, which will assess your needs and plan treatment. You can also refer yourself to your local service. If you are dependent on alcohol, stopping suddenly or reducing your alcohol use too quickly can lead to severe health complications, including seizures, also known as fits. Consult your GP or local alcohol treatment service before attempting to stop drinking. To find out more about what support is available, click the link.